So this 2020 Explorer came in and the customer says I only have 10,000 miles on it, and just the other day all of a sudden it started shifting really weird, like really hard and really erratic, and it acted like it was hunting. And this morning when I went and test drove it, I definitely felt something was weird about the shift pattern and stuff like that, and a little bit of a jerky shift at times, and almost felt like the old DPS6 dual clutch system in the old Focuses. And I thought that's kind of odd because this is a 10R60, and it shouldn't have all that. It's a 10-speed 10R60 2.3 liter EcoBoost 2020 Explorer. And when I came back, I know there's a TSB out for you got to put this thing through basically a clutch relearn type procedure. And what you end up doing is you go into the PCM strategy through FDRS, and you click on the transmission break-in procedure, and then you run it through the break-in procedure, clutch A, B, C, D, E, F. And then when you're done, you clear adaptive strategy and you go drive it. Now, it had, kind of crazy, lazy, hard shifting, all kinds of stuff going on. There's a TSB out on this particular situation, and it basically states 10R60 and 10R80 harsh engagement, harsh shift. You may or may not have codes, and basically what it explains is to correct the condition, follow the service procedure steps to perform the PCM transmission accelerated main control break-in routine. So that's what I did. I went in there, I took the 2 hours, went in, did the main control break-in routine, and it cleared up all the shifting issues other than one downshift, which wasn't apparent before. It was there, but there was so much shifting issues through all the gears, it didn't stand out right away. So when you actually get to the service procedure, it says, is the vehicle a 2020 Explorer Aviator equipped with a 10R60 transmission built on or before 19 May 2020? Yes. And is it exhibiting a harsh 7/6 gear downshift? Well, at the time, the whole damn thing was acting up. It wasn't really such a prominent 7/6 gear downshift. Yes, it was there, but so were other gears shifting in the transmission, kind of weird. The TSB for that is Technical Service Bulletin 21-2316. So going through the procedure, it cleared up all that, and it made it very apparent that there was a very deep concern that wasn't showing with all the other stuff going on. But it says here, is it experiencing a 7/6 gear downshift? If you say yes, this article does not apply. Well, if you don't apply this article in some situations, you may never see that 7/6 problem because there's so many other problems that go along with the shifting. It's not just one prominent problem. And now you do that is in the middle of your selector lever with your foot off of the accelerator, push it to go into manual mode, and slowly apply the brake. And as you start shifting down 10, 9, 8, 7, 7, 6, it'll go boom, it'll shift real hard. There's a separate TSB for that, and that's how you can verify it without having to guess what gear you're in. The display can actually show you if you do it in that situation. Again, foot off the accelerator, go 50 mile an hour, foot off the accelerator, hit the M in the middle of the selector lever, put it in manual mode, and then slowly apply the brake. And as you're applying the brake and you're allowing each gear to shift down, once you go 7 to 6, it'll go bam. That's that jerk, jolt, snap type feeling that you feel, and there's actually a second TSB for that one. Let's go back here. Downshift quality. TSB 20-2337. Some 2020 Explorer Aviators built on or before 19 May 2020 and equipped with a 10R60 automatic transmission may exhibit a 7/6 gear downshift. This may be caused by a clutch position or a clutch piston return spring snap ring becoming dislodged. To correct the condition, follow the service procedure to replace the front support and a clutch assembly assemblies. So you got to pull the trans apart. And then you got to order all this stuff. You don't know what shims, you don't know anything. Some stuff is if needed, some stuff's not if needed. So you got to get it apart, get the base of everything that you need, and then figure out what shims and everything you need. And then there's your labor times and labor op codes for it. And then using the select shift mode, it tells you, is the harsh shift present? Yes. Go to step 2, remove the transmission, refer to the workshop manual 307-01, remove and discard the front support assembly, remove and discard the A clutch assembly from the transmission, install a new clutch assembly and perform clutch clearance measurement, install front support assembly and perform T3 sleeve shim measurement. To install, reverse the removal procedure. So you're basically rebuilding the trans. They give you about 8 to 9 hours to do it depending on what motor you have. You can have the 3-liter with that transmission, you can have the 2.3, you can have the 2.3 rear-wheel drive, so 2.3 four-wheel drive, 2.3 rear-wheel drive, 3.0 rear-wheel drive, or 3.3 four-wheel drive. So any of those would apply, and there's your, again, labor times for the technicians that follow my channel. These are the two TSBs that Ford should stop saying does not apply, and they should say do this TSB first, which is the first one I showed you, by relearning that break-in procedure and then clearing adaptive strategy and going to drive to take care of all the other nuances that go along with the shifting, and then go to TSB 7.6 harsh downshift, and let's see if that takes care of it. So it shouldn't be just one. It should be do this one, followed by that should be this one. So you've taken care of all the other isolated shifting issues, and now you're at your main root cause of what's the hard issue going on outside of just adaptive learning. Anyway, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for sticking with me through that explanation. Be blessed.